Talk about stepping up defensively. You talk about Leinster's performance here. Ruthless in defense, took the points when they were on offer and defended their absolute tails off. There was potential for a late comeback from La Rochelle, but not to be a huge away win for Leinster, 16-14. What a game. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game. Who played well, who didn't, who was your man of the match? What did you think of the game? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. We'll stick on La Rochelle first. They were first to draw blood. 3 points to Anthony Hastoy. I thought he had a good game as well. Lots of touches on the ball. It was really a lot of La Rochelle playing with the ball and Leinster defending. And defense? It's all about defense winning games? Holy, La Rochelle, very attacking team, do well, kicking as well, like attacking kicks. But really threw everything at Leinster and tried to break them down like that, but just couldn't. This Leinster defense, man, a brick wall. Solid brick wall. Like I said, they did well. La Rochelle did well with ball in hand, spreading the ball, lovely back plays, forwards playing, interplaying with backs, finding a bit of space out wide, and that's how they caused Leinster to be offside and to get those 3 points first up. What they did do well once, and they never did it again, because Leinster's defense was really strong and rushing up in their faces. Hastoy put a little chip kick in, and they found a ton of space there, and I remember them only doing it once. And I'm pretty sure they got the ball back, and they never really did that again. There was good cross kicks, up and unders, and just kicking for distance, finding grass, but none of those little kicks that really worked in the first half, but they didn't do it again. And they did well in gaining field territory like that. Doolan, I think it is the fullback, and then Hastoy, their kicks out of hand were just pinpoint, really finding grass and pinning Leinster in their own 22. But then they just couldn't convert those opportunities into points. It's a massive credit to Leinster's defense. I'm going to talk about Leinster's defense for a lot in this video. But because it was really that good and that many opportunities La Rochelle had in that first half to score points and just didn't. There was 2 or 3 opportunities around that 20-minute mark where Leinster were on their try line. La Rochelle had scrum after scrum, penalty after penalty, and just couldn't break through, couldn't score the points, couldn't score tries at least. In that second half, I thought they struggled to get into their flow of attack, where in the first half they did show a lot more promise, and in that second half, Leinster were just applying so much pressure defensively on them. And guys like Caelan Doris, Van der Fleer attacking those isolated rucks and winning a ton of turnovers, or at least slowing La Rochelle's ball down. And the start of the comeback was realised with Dylan Lates' try. Holy. Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see Dylan Lates' try? We're gonna give it a moment. Man, let's watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again. Holy, the Hastoy's cross, the cross kick pinpoint, the collect on the left boot, hugging the touchline on his wrong foot, left foot, little grubber. Collects again and scores. The techers, the absolute techers, the awareness of where you are on the field, right on the touchline, a defensive player coming to try and tackle you out of your boots, the skills to collect there, put it on the boot and finish it off. That's why this guy has been playing at the top end of rugby at La Rochelle for over over 100 caps, I think it is. One of the best to do it, one of the best in the top 14, and has been for the past 4 or 5 years. Underrated, but just the skill level to execute that. When you say wingers or finishers, this is a finish of the highest class. My man, Dylan Lates, take a bow, son. Hats off. What a try. And went right down to the wire, missed penalty the 78th minute, hit the post, and then La Rochelle still got a scrum from that, and still couldn't break this Leinster defense. Massive credit to their defense. Standouts for me for La Rochelle, I thought Aldrich and Boudinot were outstanding, mate. Work rate through the roof. I really thought Jack Noel was good as well. Lots of touches on the ball coming off his wing to look for a lot of work, and did really well. And then Dylan Lates, that try, oh, mate, holy brother. Moving on to Leinster. Whew, man, what is just, sometimes you're not scoring the massive tries or the out there tries. Not all your shape is playing well, but you defend like Trojans. Your fly off kicks the goals, and you come up with a beautiful play to score a try when needed, and you walk away with a 2-point win away from home. That's why these guys have to be are favourites to win the Champions Cup this year. Because, man, holy, a huge defensive effort from them. I thought they really struggled in the opening minutes. La Rochelle were just throwing everything at them. And that was kind of, in a sense, Leinster just figuring their attack out. Figuring La Rochelle's attack out. How are we going to work this? How are we going to break you down defensively? How are we going to set our defense? And how are we going to execute our game plan defensively, and did it with not ease. I wouldn't say definitely not with ease, but did it with perfection, man. Because there was a couple times in that first half where La Rochelle had all the ball camping on Leinster's line, and Leinster just held them out. Guys getting up, second efforts, Doris, Van der Fleer, Ryan, Beard, Furlong, Porter, who else was in there? Callagher. These guys are just efforts after efforts, getting back up, making strong tackles. And it's a reason why all of these guys are playing at the highest level and do that for their club and for Ireland, because, man, together, what a unit. Joe McCarthy as well, man. Just how good from that Leinster forward pack. What they did really well, the one instance, the forwards, the pod playing together. So you've got the front runner, outside runner, and the inside runner. Doris did it lovely, was get the ball, the little outside step to attract that outside defender, and then the short ball to that guy running through. And I think James Ryan or Beard went through a nice hole there. And it's just that lovely the little footwork just before line to attract players in, and then you play a player in space. It's lovely to see when forwards link up like that. For McCarthy's try was beautiful. The line out, took that ball one phase, come back down the blind side. What made this try, I feel like, was Gibson Park getting up off the deck, attracting a defender. He's got players running back at the ball. That's attracting defenders too. He's played the ball out the back to Doris. Doris is out the back, so he's a ball carrier as well. He's attracted someone on the inside. These runners that have gone in back at the ball, they've attracted defenders there. Doris has played the ball inside to Osborne. Half break, breaks through. Osborne inside to Joe McCarthy there, and he goes over untouched. It's a beautiful set play that they've got there. So they go one way, they cut back down the blind side. They've got decoy runners. They've got Gibson Park, one of your best decision makers at the line, execute that pass beautifully. Doris inside, Osborne inside, McCarthy goes over. Lovely set play and a beautiful try there. And that's Leinster getting small opportunities. Didn't have much of the ball this game, but when they get those opportunities, they turn it over into points. Sign of a quality side. Few missed opportunities for Leinster throughout the game. They had lineouts. Lineouts are still a bit of an issue a line out stolen at the 35-minute mark on the 5-meter line. You want to be nailing those. I thought their scrums were really good, especially in the second half where La Rochelle's 2 starting props went off and Leinster really attacked them there in the scrums. But man, defended like Trojans, took the points, went on offer. Sam Prendergast, 4 from 4. Fantastic. That's what you want from your fly-off. Huge effort, and it's a massive win away from home. My standouts for Leinster, the whole forward pack pretty much, but I've highlighted Doris and Van der Fleer. Work rate through the absolute roof. Just effort upon effort upon effort upon effort. How good for them, and just leading by example. But you could say the same for the rest of that forward pack. They were immense. And that whole team just stood up defensively. Really, really massive effort. How good, a good away win for Leinster. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of the game. Who was your man of the match? Who played well? Who didn't? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time.